Good evening everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officer Survey 24/7. So first of all, let me know how are you all, and also let me know is audio video both are okay in today's session. And we are meeting after a long time, I guess after 3 days I am taking the sessions now on your IFS. Even the PPB session was not there from the last 3 days. So we will be restarting our session. As you know, Achiever series are going on, in which we have completed your module A and we had started module B. So on 25th of December, we had our last class. And on that day we have started our module B. So module B class number 1 have been done, and today we are going to start with the module B class 2. So as you know, IFS have 45 units, and every unit we are discussing in detail, and in the end we are also doing certain advanced questions for the particular units. So this is our second class. Those who have joined this session for the first time, I would like to inform you all that we are having regular sessions on Achiever series for your JAIIB May 2024 paper. PPB session is going on in the morning at 6 AM and IEIFS session is going on in the evening at 7 PM. Monday to Saturday, these sessions are available. If you have missed any session, you can find the session in the playlist. In the playlist, all the recording is available from your module A class 1. Okay, so let's start. In the last class we have discussed the module B class number 1, in which fundamental of economics topic we have discussed. That was the unit number 12, overall unit number 12 of yours. And today we are talking about supply and demand module B, that is your unit number 13. This is what? This is our unit number 13 of overall 45 units. And if we talk about module B, this is the second module of your module B, second unit of module B. That is supply and demand. So as usual, before starting with the MCQs, first let's discuss what this topic is. What is actually supply and demand? Then we will move forward to the questions. So first of all, when we talk about demand and supply, these are what? These are market forces. Demand and supply is a market forces. Everything depends on the market forces, that is your demand and supply. If we talk about supply and demand, we have two statements that have been given, like demand creates its own supply and supply creates its own demand. Is it true? And yes, both the statements are true. The economist Mr. J.M. Keynes and Mr. J.B. Say have given us these two statements, so both the theories are correct. If we talk about first theory, that is demand creates its own supply, this is very much true, because you know that whenever we demand for goods and services, supply will be provided for the same. Second, we have supply creates its own demand. Is it true? Is this theory is true? And the answer is yes, this theory is as well true. Reason behind it is that when we, let's say for example, we went to the market for shopping for the purpose of certain things. We have decided A, B, C, D, these products we have to purchase. We went to the market, and in the market we have seen something there which was not in our list. But still, after seeing that, we liked that particular product and we purchased this. And this happened with everybody. Like, we have not thought about this of purchasing the particular product, but still, we have found that in the market, we have seen the product, we have liked the product, and we have purchased that product. This is what? This is your simply supply creates its own demand, because the market was giving you the supply, you like that and you purchase that. That's what actually your supply creates its own demand theory is. It means both the theories are correct when you talk about demand creates its own supply and supply creates its own demand. Now, in this particular chapter, you have to cover your first law of demand. And law of demand says that there is an inverse relation, you can say opposite relation, you can say negative relation between price and quantity demanded. So, whenever prices are rising, the quantity demanded will decrease. That have been said under your law of demand. It means price and quantity demanded have inverse relation. When it comes to the law of supply says that when we talk about price and quantity supplied, they both have a direct relation, or I can say they both have a positive relation, because when the supply is rising, when the prices are rising, quantity supplied will also rise. If the prices are declining, the quantity supplied will also decline. So law of demand and law of supply represent certain relationship between your price and quantity demanded and price of quantity supplied. Because it's a law of demand, so relationship between price and quantity demanded will be defined. That is the inverse relation. And because it's a law of supply, the price between price and quantity supplied will be defined. That's a direct relation. Okay. Apart from that, the certain terminologies are there we have to study. But in whole chapter, you will see one particular line that's constant. And that line is other things being constant. Other things being constant. Every time when you study law of demand, when you study law of supply, when you study types of demand, whatever you are studying in this chapter, this statement that other things remain constant will be there. So if the price, when the prices are increasing, quantity demanded will decrease. This will only happen when the other factors remains constant. And if you say that if the prices are increasing, the quantity supplied will also increase. This will also happen when the other things will remain constant. Okay, so this is the basic of your chapter I have given you. Now let's start with the MCQ and you will find more concepts in the session. So first question in front of you is asking about demand schedule is the dash. Like what is demand schedule? So we know first of all we have to understand that the law of demand says that price and quantity demanded have inverse relation. Price and quantity demanded have what? It have inverse relation. And when we represent this relation of price and quantity demanded in table, in tabular form, that will be known as your demand schedule. So what is demand schedule? Demand schedule is simply when you represent, है ना? Demand schedule is simply when you represent, okay, when you represent the relation between price and quantity demanded on a table, that is your demand schedule. So first is saying relationship between demand and quantity, but not. Relationship between and quantity demanded, this is true. Relationship between income and demand, no, none of these, so right answer is B. When you represent the relationship between price and quantity demanded on a table, that is known as your demand schedule. So your right answer will be B. Okay. Now second question is asking about a kind of a lengthy question, you can see, but it's a very simple. Always remember, questions will be lengthy, language will be tricky, but if you know the concepts, you will be easily able to answer. So do not panic, do not have this stress after seeing the paper, like this is a very long question, how to do that, and this will definitely be very what we can call tough. No, it's not there. If the statement based questions are there, they are also easy, like this one, Hana. Like we will start with the elimination method. So you can see what is understood by law of demand, and I have just told you law of demand says that price and quantity demanded have inverse relation, but other things remains constant. This line will follow in whole chapter of yours. So let's start with the first option. When the price, we will eliminate the option first. When the price of commodity is raised and the other things not being constant. After seeing that, I will say this is not the right answer, because other things have to remain constant. So first is not correct. When the price of commodities raised and other things being variable, you do not want things to be variable, you want things to stay constant. So second is also wrong. Third, when the price of commodity raised and the other thing being constant, it means till now it is very much true. Buyers tend to buy less of the commodity, and this is true. If your prices are rising, you will purchase less goods. And the next is saying similarly, when the prices are lower, the other things being constant, again they are saying other things being constant, quantity demanded increases, and that's very much true. Your right answer is C. Okay, so the law of demand is defined under your option number C. Clear? Next question we have here, quantity demanded has a dash relation with price. Now I have just told you what relation the price and quantity demanded have as per our law of demand. First is saying positive, second is saying direct, third is saying inverse, and fourth is saying both A and B. So price and quantity demanded, they always have a inverse relation. It can't be positive, it can't be negative, it is inverse. It means third only. You can call it inverse, you can call it negative, you can call it opposite relation. All are correct in context of the inversely proportional. Okay, they move in what? They move in opposite direction. When the prices are rising, your quantity demanded will decrease. They move in opposite direction. Okay, so right answer is B. Clear? Next question we have, normally the demand curve will have a dash shape. Now what is demand curve? Let's understand that first. So when we know law of demand talks about the price in and quantity demanded, the relationship between the both is your law of demand. Now the law of demand relationship, when it shows on a table, like what is the relation going on between price and quantity demanded, that is known as your demand schedule. When you represent the price and quantity demanded statement or relation on a graph, this is your graph. That is known as your demand curve. So when you represent the relation between price and quantity demanded on a graph, that is known as demand curve. And this is your curve. And in case of demand curve, your slope will always be downward. What is the upward slope? This kind of slope is known as upward slope. But you can see here, this is your what? This is your downward slope. This is your what? This is your downward slope. Clear? Now, you can see here how the prices will be defined. One second, let me show you how the demand curve will be maintained. Okay, and the last one is this. So let's say here we have taken price 3, then we have price 2, then we have price 1. Similarly, we will have the quantity 3, quantity 2, and then the quantity 1. Now you can see the relationship between price and quantity demanded here. So this is price, this is quantity demanded. So when you have the price 3 or when you have the price 1, you were purchasing the quantity 3. When you have price 2, you are purchasing quantity 2. When you have price 3, you are purchasing quantity 3. Sorry, 1. On the price 3, you are purchasing the quantity 1. Okay, so you can see as the prices are rising, your quantity demanded is declining, and that's actually your law of demand. That's actually the relationship law of demand is representing in front of you. Okay, this is how you can define the demand curve. This is your demand curve, which tells you about the relationship between price and quantity demanded on a graph, and this graph will always have a downward slope. Okay, and if someone asks what is the supply curve slope is, so supply curve, this is your supply curve. So supply curve have upward slope, but the law of demand have downward slope. Okay, do remember that. So I guess the basic understanding of law of demand, demand curve, demand schedule is clear to all of you. So your right answer is B, downward sloping. Next. The equilibrium price is also known as, now what is the equilibrium price? When the quantity demanded is equals to quantity supplied. This is your equilibrium price. When the quantity demanded is equals to your quantity supplied, that's your equilibrium price, and that is also known as market clearing price. That is also known as what? Market clearing price. Quantity demanded equals to your quantity supplied. Okay. Next, law of demand shows the relationship between, now we have just discussed, quantity demanded, quantity supplied, obviously no. Income, quantity demanded, no. Income and price, no. It is the price and quantity demanded. That's the relationship which law of demand shows. So your right answer will be C. Okay, so I guess till now with the help of questions, you now understand what actually the law of demand. I think every kind of question have been asked in this particular slide, in this particular PPT, and apart from that also I have told you how the relationship will be checked on the graph as well. So I guess law of demand is clear to all of you. Now next question we have law of supply, and it is asking law of supply shows a relationship between the dash. First, quantity demanded and quantity supplied, income and quantity supplied. Third is saying income and price, and fourth is saying price and quantity supplied. So I have told you law of supply have a direct relation. It represents as a direct relation between price and quantity supplied, and it have a upward slope. It have what? It have a upward slope. Price and quantity supplied we are talking about. Okay, so the right answer will be your what? D option, that the price and quantity supplied will be the relation that will be shown by the law of supply. So right answer we have is D. Okay. Next question. Demand curve is the dash. Now what is demand curve? When you talk about demand curve, what is demand curve? We have just discussed, which shows relationship between price and quantity demanded on a graph. Hana? So it means a demand curve shows the relationship between price and quantity demanded on graph. So first is the correct statement. Hana? When you show the relationship between price and quantity demanded on a graph, that's your demand curve. Right answer is A. Next question. Supply curve relates quantity supplied to dash. So supply curve relates quantity supplied to dash. So we have just seen that it shows the direct relation between the price and quantity supplied. When price increases, quantity supplied increase. So its relationship will be shown with which of the following? Supply, income, price or demand, and the right answer obviously is price. Right answer is obviously price, C option. Okay. So these were the questions on law of demand and law of supply, or I can say the chapter number 12. Yeah, it is 12, 13 chapter, the chapter number 13 of your IFS, that is supply and demand. Okay, we have discussed. Now, apart from that, one more important information I want to give you all is that on 8 p.m. today, only on Officer Side 24/7, one particular session is coming up. Very special session, very useful session. Do not forget to check that session. The session regarding the resolution 2024. Do not forget to join that session at 8 p.m. today only. Okay. Achha, apart from that, do let me know in the comment section how many answers you have given correct. Apart from that, you can see the Achievers batch is already started. You have JAIIB Mahapack 2.0 as well. To enroll in any of these batches, first of all, download the Adda 24/7 application. After downloading the application, you have to go to the home page of the application where you have to select the exam category. So our exam category will be seen on the home page like this. So out of all the exam categories, you have to select here JAIIB, CIB as you can see. Then go to the JAIIB May 2024. Click on the product, you will find the information here. Now you can see 82% discount off is going on with the double validity on the Mahapack, and the 82% discount is available on the individual batches. Okay. So these are the batches here. Now how to enroll? Just click on the particular product, and trust me, whenever you find double validity on the Mahapack, it is the best value in comparison to enrolling in the product. When you have double validity, only go for the Mahapack because it gives you more value for money. So you can see 6 + 6 month validity is there. Do check the offering, click on the buy now option, and how to, the code you have to use is Y496. When you apply this code, it will give you more discount, and that discount is your 84% as you can see. Hana, so the maximum 1% more discount will be available when you use the coins, and 85% discount is there by using 6 + 6 months validity. And that's the lowest price you will get. Okay, so this will be right now available. If you want to enroll, do it soon because this offer will end once 1000 candidate will purchase this. This is only for 1000 candidates. So if you are watching this session and you are thinking about enrolling, the biggest discount 85% available by using the code Y496 on application. If you use the code that it was showing, that you will get 82% discount. Hana? For 85% discount, you have to use the code Y496. Okay. So apply the code. The same process have to be utilized, have to be followed for enrolling in other batches as well. And apart from that, if you want to join these kind of sessions on the regular basis and on your Officer Side 24/7 channel, so what you have to do, simply simply subscribe the channel Officer Side 24/7, okay, and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. Apart from that, The timing for PPB, Principles and Practices of Banking, is morning, that is 6 a.m. And the time for IEIFS is 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday, these classes are going on. Our last session happened on Christmas, 25th of December. This after December, if you are find, like I was getting a lot of messages on Telegram why I am not able to find the IEIFS session. So I was not available in this period. So last session happened on 25th. Now today we have the class after 25th of December. So do not worry about like recording is not available or I am not able to find the session on the playlist. Do not worry about it. Apart from that, those who haven't seen the earlier session, do make sure you check the playlist on Offices at 24/7. The playlist is available. Go to there and watch all the sessions, because trust me, you have to link the topic. You have to link your knowledge of module A to module B and then module C to module D. Okay, this is the combination of your syllabus. If you read these units or these module individually, somehow you will find it difficult to understand the concept. So go through the module A classes, total 15, I think 16 classes we have taken total, and from 17th class we have started your module B. So do make sure you check all the sessions, watch the recording available on the playlist already. Apart from that, if you have any kind of doubt, you can ask in the comment section. I will definitely check your comment and answer there. And one more important information, at 8 p.m. something new is coming on only on Offices at 24/7. So do not forget to join at 8 p.m. as well today. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you all for joining the session. Have a great time and make sure you are regularly preparing for your JAIIB May 2024 session, because paper is tough, language is tricky, concepts is very much important in depth to understand, and the syllabus is very vast. And that's why it is very important now you be serious, be consistent in your preparation.